Okay, so today what we are going to do is second part of unit 4. So unit 4 is all about fundamentals of advanced math. So far uh, we had done 5 lessons in the last class, which was including factoring quadratic equations and expressions actually. Then we did radical and rational exponents. Then we did operation with polynomials, right? And then we did operation with rational expressions. That was the fourth lesson in that unit. And then we did non-linear functions. So we'll start with isolating quantities, that is lesson 6, solving quadratic equations. Okay, so let's go one by one. So we are starting with lesson 6 of this unit, which is isolating quantities. Now, this might look cryptic to begin with, but actually it's nothing but solving equation. You isolate things on one side of the equal to sign and you solve it. So if you have 3x equal to y minus 1 or 3x plus y equal to 2, you bring everything in on one side or one of the variable on one side so that you are isolating that variable from the equation, and then you'll be able to solve it. So that's what the concept is. So let's try solving some sums, and then we'll know whether we are thorough with this concept or not. So I'm starting with the first question. If you read through that, let me know if there's anything, if you are clear about what needs to be done with that one. Okay, let me read that question quickly and then we'll see. Gizel uses the formula I equal to PRT to calculate I, the simple interest in dollars. She collects from a loan of P dollars at an interest rate of R per month over a period of T months. Which of the following expresses P in terms of the other variable? Clear? I equal to PRT. So if you read the question, it says this is the principal amount, this is the rate of interest, and this is the time in months. This is the equation that was given. It was just asking that which of the following expresses P in terms of the other variables. So it's like same thing, isolating this thing. So you get P on one side of equal to sign, right? That's all. Which one is the answer?
C.
C. P equal to I by RT. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The perimeter P of a rectangle is found by multiplying the sum of rectangle's length and width by 2. So perimeter P equal to 2 times length plus width. Sum of rectangle's length and width by 2. Which of the following equation gives the width W in terms of P and L? So which one is the answer?
C again.
C. You're saying so C. So you have to get W in terms of this. So it will be P by 2 minus L. So C. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this is the equation given. Okay. What is the answer here?
I was confused on this one.
Okay.
Because the answer I got was not
Different.
in any of them.
Yeah. could be a possibility because the option D is not there in the
Yeah.
this one. So yeah, what is the answer by the way? Let me write it down.
Yeah. I got square root of gm1 times m2 over 5f.
Yeah, you did it for me.
Yeah. D equals g m1
Okay.
m2 over f.
Yeah, is this what you're saying?
Yeah, that was the answer I got.
Yeah. So I'm just reading the question for people who will watch it online. So the question was that this is a formula given. The equation above shows the F, the gravitational force between two objects in terms of G. Okay. The gravitational constant m1 and m2. So these are the two constants in relation to G. The masses. Okay. So shows the F, the gravitational force between two objects in terms of G, the gravitational constant, this is the gravitational constant, m1, m2, the masses of the two objects, and D, the distance between the two objects. Which of the following correctly expresses D in terms of Fg m1, m2. So basically here you have the formula, so you have to just get what is the value of D. So this is what we do, right? So D square will be equal to G m1 m2 by F. So D will be square root of this. Yeah, the answer is right. So good that you were confused. You did not choose one of the options.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So again, there could be a situation where you come across an answer which is not matching with the options given, right? So only thing that you would need to do is check it one more time, be confident about what your answer is, and if that is not there in this list, you can raise that as a question where the answer is wrong. Okay. All right. So that completes the lesson 6, which was for isolating the what is that called? Isolating the come on. Isolating quantities. So we isolated different quantities in the equation. Next comes the solving quadratic equations. Okay. So when we say quadratic equation, what does it look like? Something like this?
Yeah.
So you have something to the power 2 for a variable, something to the power 1, or may or may not be, but you have one other term with power of 2. That's the minimum that you need for qualifying something as a quadratic equation. Okay, let's do the sums. Then we'll come back to if there is anything that we need to do. Let me just write something here. Okay. Have you?
Yeah, that's the quadratic equation.
That's the quadratic formula. They call it quadratic formula for this quadratic equation. So this is the only thing that you would need to remember in this whole unit actually. Rest of things are more relatable stuff. So I just noted it down just in case we need to come back to this. Okay. So let me wipe it off. And I will write something at the corner of this one. X squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. It's a quadratic equation, and this is called what did I do? Did I? Yeah, so tell me what is the. Okay, fine. This is the quadratic formula, right? Okay. Now let's look at the questions. First one. Okay. You know what is this one? First question.
Oh, that one is. Yeah, that was x equals 8.
X plus 8. So it's x square equals to 64. X is square root of 64. This is the radical thing, right? Is plus minus 8. Since the condition given was x has to be greater than 0. So the answer is right. What is the next one?
It's c, x equals negative 7x, and x equals 8.
Okay. So the equation is x square plus x minus 56 equals to 0. What are the solution to the above equation? Okay. So you said which one?
C, x equals negative 7 and
X equals 8. What will you do in this case?
factor.
Factorization. So same approach, right? This here A and this is C. So A into C is minus 56, right? So you have to find out something, break x into two parts so that
The multiplication of the coefficient is equal to
minus 56. So 56, factor for 56 will be what? 28 into 2, 14 into 4, 8 into 7.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which one we should pick so that this is close to 1?
8 and 7.
Yeah. So you can write this as x squared plus 8x minus 7x minus 56. Why I chose 8 and minus 7? Because 8, this will result into x, which is equal to this, and then 8 times 7 is minus 56. So this is the right this thing, right? So yeah. So x plus 8 minus 7 into x plus 8. So that is what got you x plus 8 and x minus 7 equals 0. So x value of x is either minus 8 or 7.
So you said C.
Okay.
You're right. So
Seems like all these concepts are very clear to you. We're just doing a recap.
now let's go to the next question.
This one I was a little confused on.
This one also you're confused about. Okay. Then that gives you an opportunity for us to do this, right? So which of the following values of x satisfy the equation
Minus 3x squared
plus 12x?
plus 4 equals to 0.
Let's first see if we can
Factorize this.
do the factorization here. Yeah.
It would take time.
So let's first see if we have an opportunity, if it's straightforward, right? So A into C is here, minus 3 into 4 equals minus 12. Yeah? Now here, for us to get to this, how do I break 12 into two parts that
Would equal to negative 12.
equals to minus 12?
I cannot do that actually. So this option is ruled out. Now let's look at
This guy, if it can help us. Okay?
so if nothing works, this works. Okay. So the equation was
Minus 3x squared plus 12x plus 4 equals to 0. What is the value of A here? Minus 3. What is the value of B here? So I will try relating that with quadratic equation, right? So A is minus 3, B is 12,
C is 4.
C is 4. Okay. Now let's try putting that value here. So x, the value of x could be 2. One is minus b. B is 12. So minus 12. Plus minus b square is 12 square is 144. Okay. Minus 4 times a times c. Minus 4 into
Negative 3.
minus, okay, minus 4 into minus
3.
3 into c is 4. Yeah. Divided by 2a. So 2 into minus 3. Yeah. So this translates to minus 12 plus minus 144 minus has plus. So 4 is 16 plus into 3, 48. 144 minus 48
192.
minus 6.
Oh, sorry, not 12. Why wouldn't be minus?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this becomes minus 12 plus minus
192.
192 divided by minus 6. Now, is this
Squared 192. No, right?
No, it's not.
144 plus 48? 180 plus 92. So 12 12 ja 144. 13 13 ja 169. 14 14 ja 196.
Six.
Sorry, 196.
So it doesn't work.
Yeah. So here, did we miss something? B square is 12 square, 144. So 2a minus 2a, b square minus 4ac by 2. 4a is minus 3 into c is 4.
I don't think we did anything wrong. There's like other.
Okay. So here, okay, wait. We are not done yet. So if you break this, right? Let's say 192 will be what? 96 into 2? Or it could be 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. 4 4 is 16, 3 to 4, 48. So I can just say this 4 into 4 into 12.
Yeah.
It can also be 64 times 3.
64 times 3. Yeah. So that makes it, okay.
So now
We are getting closer to the answer. Okay. So we can always write this as minus 12 plus minus 64 times 3 by minus 6. We can also say this as minus 12 by minus 6 plus minus 64 square root of this is 8 into 3 by minus 6. This becomes 2. So 2 plus minus, this is 2 4s are 8, 4 times square root of 3 by 3.
do you see any of the answers?
Yeah, the D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here what we'll have to do is we'll have to
See, once you get to this, we have two options.
either we do the full calculation and get to the answer, or we can use the elimination technique. So if you look at the first one,
This is certainly not going to be
0. A is gone.
minus 2 and 2.
This doesn't look like a perfect integer as a solution. Second option is also gone. Now we are deliberating between C and D, right?
So this is where, when we got to this, you have to see,
Is it C or is it D?
C says 2 square root of 6. Here, 192 if I break, 4 into 64 we got,
Whatever, right? 4 into 48.
so
We saw that, okay, we can go further from 2, we can go to 4. So we have to just do a quick check and find out this one, right? Or else, simple thing, do calculation and find it out. Either way is fine. So this chapter is also done. So we have looked through how to solve quality equations. And in this equation, or in this chapter, the most important thing to consider was
knowing this format of a quadratic equation and what is the value for this one, right?
Yeah.
because there are some a quadratic equation you'll be able to solve by factorization, rest you'll be lean on this formula. So you'll have to remember this quadratic formula as a
What is the important this thing for easy reference or for finding the solution faster actually. Okay.
I mean, if nothing works, right,
Yeah.
you just apply this formula and see. Now look at one situation, okay?
If you come across value of this becomes negative, what will be the case in that?
Then we cannot.
We do not have a solution actually.
There would be an
They
imaginary number.
invalid answer for a question where b square minus 4 is square root of negative is an invalid scenario actually. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next chapter, which is linear and quadratic systems. So in this chapter, we are primarily going to talk about intersection between linear equation. So if you talk about linear equation, that is like something like this. If you talk about a quadratic equation, we know that it is something like, or it could be anything. But quadratic equation meaning at least there is one term with power of 2. Now, another thing that we need to remember before we go to the questions is, if we are talking about a quadratic equation or quadratic function, the graph will be a parabola, like you told me. Yeah? Okay? If the if the coefficient of x squared is positive, this is facing upward. If the coefficient of x squared is negative, it is facing downward. They are the only thing that we have to remember from previous classes. So, when there is a quadratic equation, we know that we are talking about a parabola. Parabola. Okay? Alright. And it's fine. I mean, that's what my accent is. So, I'm learning from you guys. Okay, let's look at the sums. First question says, a system of equation is graphed in the xy plane above. Which of the following are solutions to the systems? Okay, interesting. You tell me what is the answer and then.
For C, 1 and 3.
Okay. It is saying, okay, and then this is saying, okay, it cuts at 2 and cuts at 8, okay. Okay, so so this is the question, right? You have the parabola and you have the straight line. This is the linear equation, this is the quadratic equation. Which of the following are solution to the system? Okay, so you are given 3 answers. First point is this, 2, 3. This is 2, 3. Second point is this. You have to read that for me. 6, 11. No, just read the points for me so that.
2, 3.
6, 11.
Huh?
6, 11 and 8,
8,
9. So it says what are the answers, solution for this equation, right? So whenever we are talking about this, simple answer to this is the points where the line and the parabola intersect each other, that is the solution, right?
Yeah.
So what is the answer?
C, 1 and 3.
1 and 3. So 1 and 3, this is 1 and this is 3. Yep, this is where it is intersecting, so no question about it. Let's go to the next one.
That's B.
Yep. So in this one, it's saying that's intersecting. So simple thumb rule is, if you have a parabola and there is a line that is touching, this line can touch in 3 ways, okay? It will not even touch, go outside this. It will touch in one place, 1 point, and it will cut it into 2 places. There are 3 options you have, right? So here in this case, it was touching at 1 place. So if it's touching at 1 place, there is one solution, as simple as that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Next one. Which of the following is solution to the system of equations above? Okay. This is the, okay. So there are 2 ways of solving linear equation and quadratic equation. A system of linear and quadratic equations. One is by graph, one is by algebra. So this question is 3x minus y equals to 3, y equals to x square plus 6x minus 7. Okay, what is the answer for this one? What is that you're doing?
4,
Yes.
oh, A.
Huh?
Negative 4, negative 15.
Okay. So basically, what you have done, you got the value for y and substituted it here in the second equation. That's what you would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y equals to 3x minus 3. So you'll replace that value here. So now you have this quadratic equation that we are solving. X squared plus 6x minus 3x. So plus 3x plus minus 7 plus 3 is 4.
You said
4 minus. You said
Negative 4 and negative 15.
negative 4, negative 15. Interesting. How come?
Because if you plug in negative 4 into the first equation,
uh-huh.
you would get, so negative 4 and so,
Okay, so again here also you have two ways.
right.
One is you solve the equation,
Get the value of x and y,
Uh-huh.
or you substitute the value of that you have in the question actually,
Yeah.
and see which one is
kind of satisfies both the equation actually.
yeah, that's what you're doing. So you're saying minus
4 and minus 15. Okay, let me quickly check. So here x is minus 4, y is minus 15. So minus 12 minus 15 minus 12 plus 15. So this is 3. Okay, this satisfies this one. How about this one? Did you check this one?
The which one? Yeah, that's both of them.
Both of them. So x square is 16 minus 24 minus 7. So 24, 31.
okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so yeah, this is where I was actually going wrong. I was trying to solve this equation, but then I realized that I have to just substitute the value and find that.
Yeah.
So these are the things that we will keep on doing.
Or keep on learning as we practice more sums. Well, to find out ways to solve it quickly. Okay. Then we have another last question in this chapter. If a and b are x values of the solution to the system above, what is the value of a plus b?
So it says that if the value of x is a, value of y is b. I mean that's what is derived. So tell me what is the value of a plus b, meaning x plus y.
Now here in this case, you don't have the option to substitute, but you don't. That means you don't have a choice but to solve these equations.
Yeah.
You will just substitute the value of y. I'm not doing it right now. Substitute the value of y here,
And then that becomes a quadratic equation for you to split and get two values of x. Get values of x and y.
Yeah. It says you have two values of x and y, so you would have to factor it.
Yeah.
So let's substitute it. I mean if you want to do it, x squared minus 4x plus 5 is y, and I will put that value here. Yeah, this is y, this is y, right? So x squared minus 4x minus 4x, I'm bringing it here, plus 5, I'm bringing this guy also here, so minus 2 becomes plus 2 equals 0. So x squared minus 8x plus 7 equal to 0. So this becomes x square. So a into c is 7. So this has to be plus 7. So this will be minus 7x minus x plus 7. This is fine, right?
This is clear?
A into c equal to sum of b. Right? So a into c is 7 plus 7. So minus 7 into minus 1 becomes
Plus 7.
That's how I split that. So x minus 7, and here I take minus 1 common, so x minus 7 equals to 0. So x
Equals
minus
7.
1 and x minus 7. That gives me two values for x as 1 and 7.
Yeah.
So a plus b equals 8.
So a plus, no.
This is x value of x.
Yeah.
So we have to do a plus b, value of x, and then we have to get the value of y also.
Oh no, it says if A and B are x values of the solution to the system above.
If A and B are x values of the solution to the system, what is the value of A plus B? Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Again, it's all about reading the question correctly, okay? So,
good that you read the question correctly. So your answer is not going to go wrong. But yeah, approach part we are fine.
so that's where that formula I keep emphasizing on, right? Trust, read, analyze, and then Nike. Okay, good job. So then we go to rational and absolute value equations. Do you know what is absolute value equation?
Yeah, that is the two lines. Yeah.
Value of this is absolute value. So let's say if x is minus 14, what is the absolute value of this?
That would be 7.
7 without a sign.
Yeah.
It has to be positive always. Okay, so that's the only thing that is important to be known in this chapter.
Let's look at the sums quickly.
How will you solve this? What is the value for this one?
For x, that one? Oh, that's 0. 8.
X equals to 0. Okay, that is correct.
So again, this was simple, right? You could have tried solving it by doing a square of this equal to x plus 3 squared. This is the regular style, right?
Like regular way of solving it.
But you took a shorter, the easier route, right? If you make x 0, you substitute the value for x here, then it becomes square root of 9 equal to 3.
That satisfies. So you just substituted one value and that was enough. Okay, let's go to the next one. Hmm.
4x plus 16 equal to x plus 1.
And there are two solutions given saying option 1 is minus 3,
Option 2 is
5.
That's C.
C. So you would have just squared it, and you would have squared it to get the quadratic
Equation and then solve it, right, by factorization. Okay, I'm not going too deep. Now next one.
This is the rational equation, right?
Yeah.
1 by x plus 1
Equal to 3 by
5x minus 1.
what is the value of x?
I haven't finished solving that yet.
Do it.
Yeah,
What is the answer?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
What? You don't know?
I mean, it's just,
It's very simple.
it is.
So, see, this is what happens. Okay, this is like division, right? So when you make these guys cross, the equal to sign, the whatever is the denominator that becomes
Oh,
numerator.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So x equals 2.
Yeah. Yeah. X equals to 2.
Yeah. So these are the things about maths that I enjoy. Okay. I keep saying
Tic tac toe and all those things, right?
Yeah.
So here, whenever I see an equation like this, right, 1 by x into equals 3 by y, okay, I can make these guys jump and dance, okay. If I'll just, to simplify, I'll take x this side, 3 into x equal to y goes up. So
it's like it moves in a diagonal direction. That's what you have to keep in mind. Only thing that you have to be careful about the brackets and how the numbers are together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you got this one also. Let's go to the next one. Which of the following values of x satisfies the equation this? So this is another
Question about rational.
equation.
X square minus 4x by x minus 4 equal to 1.
A.
A.
Yeah.
Which of the following values of x satisfies the equation? Okay. So you probably just put what the value of that you have in the option, right?
Yeah.
Or what did you do?
I factored it first, and then I got 4 and 1 as x values. But then I plugged in both of them to check, and then 4 was not working.
4 will not work actually.
Yeah.
Because the time you multiply, I think, see, here it means x, if this is x could be 1 or x minus 4 could be 1. Okay? That's the only option you have. If x minus 4 is not 1, x minus 4 is not equal to 1, or if it's 0, then
Goes for a toss actually. Yeah.
so that's why.
Yeah. You have to just substitute the value and you'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
And you did not have the option of
5. If 5 was there,
as an option, that might have worked.
Mm.
So that x minus 4 was 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the last question in this chapter.
whatever we were talking about, that is the question.
X equals 8 and 6.
If a and b are solution to the equation above, what is the value of a plus b? Okay.
So,
So how did you solve it? What are the values of x possible? What are the possible values of x?
I first solved it normally, so I got 8. So x equals 8.
Uh-huh.
And then I made 1 negative 1,
Uh-huh.
and then I got
Yeah.
6.
yeah, so basically, you did it right.
Just from approach point of view,
What this absolute function means is always anything that you're trying to solve, the value of this could be plus or minus both, and that makes it that.
knocks off the negative one actually.
So this x minus 7, you can write this as two equation equals to plus 1, and x minus 7 equals to minus 1.
And then you will do the mod.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that absolute function is also called mod. Taking a mod, modulus, or the whatever absolute value.
Fine. So you got this one also.
So you're clear about this concept as well. Next comes quadratic and exponential word problems. So these are word problems. So here we have 2, 3 sums, 4 sums. Let's do one of them just to be sure that we are able to deal with it. And I would want you to practice these kind of sums because this is what comes more in the exams actually. So what is
What is the question? First question. You're doing that one?
Yeah, that's A. That's A.
4.9 t square
plus 7.7 t
plus 0.5.
It says the function above models the height in meter of a soccer ball above the ground t seconds after being kicked by a soccer player. What does the number 0.5 represents in the function? Okay, yeah, that's a good question.
I'll be right
Uh-huh.
here.
Hmm.
You need a calculator for this.
We don't.
No,
Actually.
we do, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you need that.
It's okay.
I'll tell you why.
It's a 2,300 times 1.058 to the power of 10.
I would suggest you read the question one more time, you'll get the answer.
To the
It's
nearest
more to do with
power.
logic than calculation actually.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh no, not that one. That's A.
That's A, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about this one.
So we'll come to that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So here it says, what does 0.5 mean? 0.5, this thing. So with every second, after any second, right? Let's say if I'm saying what is the height after 5 seconds, that's what this equation says. I'll substitute t with 5 and calculate what the value is. If I put t equals to 0, that is when I get 0.5. What that means is, without any time being elapsed, this is the height. Meaning, before the ball being kicked, this was the height at which it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The value of a rare baseball card was $80. That's the next question. The year it was released. Pepe estimated that the value of the card increased by 7% each year and uses the expression 8x to the power t to estimate the value of the card. Card t years after its release. Value of x in the expression. Okay. Okay.
That is x equals 1.07.
So basically, see. So I'm just reading the question one more time so that I know you know about this one, but if you read the question again, you'll be clear. The value of a rare baseball card was $80 the year it was released. Okay. Pepe estimated that the value of the card increases by 7% each year.
So after 1 year, this becomes 1.07. If every dollar becomes 1.07,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And uses the expression 80x to the power t to estimate the value of card t years after it's released. What is the value of x in the expression? Okay. Oh, okay. These are two different questions. Why am I mixing these two?
Yeah, it's only one question.
Huh?
Yeah, it's only one question.
No, it's not
Yeah.
one question. These are two different questions.
Yeah.
First one is the value of rare baseball basket. Okay. That for that one
you don't need any calculation. That's what
That's
I'm
just
saying.
1.07.
1.07, right?
right?
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
So it says, see, this is like compound interest equation actually.
Mm-hmm.
Amount equals to P times 1 plus rate to the power T or N, whatever you call it, where R is the rate of interest, N is the number of years,
And P is the principal amount. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that is clear. Now the next one was Janice uses the expression
2300
into 1 point
देखते हैं कर दूंगा
to the T to model the amount of money in her investment account after 3 years. To the nearest whole dollar, how much money is in Janice's investment account after 10 years?
So this one I said, like this one we need a calculator on.
It says in the nearest dollar, nearest whole dollar actually.
See, here also
You can
do some approximation. Okay, let's look at 1.058. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I will do rounding of this one, so I can safely say 1.06.
it's asking for nearest amount, right?
After 2 years, what will the value? Okay, so 106 multiplied by 106, 36, 6, 0, 0, 0, 601. That makes it 6961. 1916 and then did I miss something? 6. Okay, so yeah, it becomes one.
It will be the same amount actually if you look at it. In nearest dollar amount,
See, 1.06 multiplied by 1.06 becomes
1.09.
Mm-hmm.
So 1.06 this is after 10 years, right? So you have to multiply this 10 times. Look at this as a bundle of this is bundle of 4, right? So 1.09 into 1.09. This will get somewhere close to 1.12. Okay, and then another 4 will get to 1.12.
It is never going to get more than $2 actually. One becomes 1.2, 1.3 kind of thing in 10 years. I mean, you can just do some approximation. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the answer is 1.7573.
1.7573.
Yeah.
Then you can round it to 2. So that should not be the case.
Okay, maybe I assumed 1.09 to 1.09 as this one. It might be more than that. Let's check once. One, 8, 8, 1. Yeah, okay, I was wrong actually. 1.09 to 1.09 was becoming 1.18, and then when it multiplied that by this.
So yeah, 1.75. So
And then
if your calculator is allowed, you can use that.
no,
Otherwise,
we're allowed to use calculator. That way it's like faster. We
Yeah,
don't have to
yeah.
do- So the answer is like 4, around 4.
yeah. So the question was
4.
10 years, ignore the gun. Okay. 2300.
200. How much money Jerry's investment account after 10 years? So it will be 2300 into 1.75 whatever, right? It comes to 4,000 or something.
Mm-hmm. No, 4.4. Oh yeah,
4,000,
4,000. I
yeah.
saw.
Okay.
But 4,000.
So anyways, I mean that part is clear. So we'll
try saving some time there.
let's look at the next.
4,042.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go to the next question. Our gym currently has 5,500 members. Due to the economic downturn, an analyst predicts that the gym will lose 2.5% of its members each month for the foreseeable future. Which of the following functions models the number of gym members 3 months from now?
C.
Yep.
So basically, yeah, it's a reverse of the compound interest thing, right? Principal amount plus R by 100 into the power T, number of months. So whatever is this one,
This is 5,500.
1, here it is the plus, it will be minus 2.5 by 100 to the power T.
Yeah.
So 1 minus, so this is like 5,500. 100 minus 2.5 divided by 100 into T.
So this is what it is.
It will be 5,500 into 97.5 by 100. So this becomes 0.0975 to the power T.
Yeah. Last question. Let's skip the last one. It's the same. Let's do this one. Roy uses the function above to model P, the daily profit in dollars of his taco truck from selling tacos at X dollars each. Based on the model, at which of the following price would Roy be able to earn the most profit? Okay. So, are you working on that one?
Yeah, it's D.
Okay. Profit. Okay. Let's confirm that one. This is the equation.
Oh,
given.
never mind. It's not D.
It will not be D. That's what I was saying. Because if it's 4, this becomes 0 actually.
Yeah. So,
So x minus 0.6
Multiplied by
300 minus 75x.
it would be B.
B.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's the elimination technique, right?
So D is ruled out because if you put D, x as 4,
This becomes 0. So this is minimizing the profit. This is
Yeah.
ruled out. 4 is gone. Now between
1, 2 and 3 we have to pick which one is the correct one. Now if I put 1, this becomes 0.94 multiplied by 225. Yeah. If I put 2, it becomes 2 minus 0.6, 1.4 multiplied by 150. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if I put 3, it becomes 3 minus 0.6, 2.4 multiplied by 3 is 225, so 75. So here between these three, how I'll do calculation quickly is I'll take 75 out. So this is 3 times 1.94, this is 2 times 1.4, and this is 1 times 2.4. So yeah. Which one is the answer?
B.
I doubt.
Because
So this is 2.4, 2.4. This is 2.8. This is 3 4 12. 320. 3 4 12. 1 327 plus 128. Yeah, it'll be C.
C.
yeah.
But
I mean, just let's check. I mean, that is what I am getting.
so
Oh, my bad.
My bad.
X minus 0.6. When x is 1, x minus 0.6 is 0.4. Yeah, you're right. Yep. I made a mistake.
I did 1 minus 0.6 as 0.94. That was incorrect.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. So
I'll let you decide how you calculated that. That's fine. Any approach is okay.
here,
What I was doing, I was just showing you what I did. Okay.
I ruled out 4.
Because as soon as I put 4, that is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm left with
1, 2, and 3 as value for x.
okay. If I put x as 1, it becomes 0.4 into 225. If I put x as 2, it becomes 1.2 minus 0.6, 1.4 into 150, 300 minus 75 into 2. If I put 3, it becomes 3 minus 0.6, 2.4 multiplied by 75. Here, for the sake of simplicity, I just took 75 out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes 3 into 0.4, 2 into 1.4, 1 into 2.4. So this is 2.4, this is 2.8, and this 3 into 0.4 became 1.2.
So it was easy for me to pull out the 1.
Only mistake I did was I did not pay attention to this subtraction.
When I'm putting x as 1. Okay. Alright. So last sum I will let you do whenever you want to do. And then do the this thing. So we still have 3 more lessons in this chapter which we'll do in the next class. And that will conclude unit 4.